Hey guys, so to start off, this sketchbook is a handbook, Travelogue sketchbook, and the size I think is 5.5 by 5.5 inches. I really liked it because it was hardcover, it was pretty tough to get damaged, and it lasted really long, and it was small enough to take wherever I wanted to go. So just to get started, let's just open to the first page. And pretty much this is just like my title page of my sketchbook. I wrote what materials I use the most in it, and I have some of these Van Gogh stickers that I kind of kept from a long time ago, and I have this sticker by my boyfriend and just some doodles that I did on a separate piece of paper that I glued in. On this page I did, this is just one of my unfinished sketch cards. It was from a while ago, I never finished it, but it's Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then these drawings right here were some doodles that I did just to try out these new pens that I bought, but I really liked how they turned out, so I ended up cutting them out and then gluing them in my sketchbook. So next I have this page of doodles that I did right when I first got this sketchbook. It was like really hard for me to figure out what to draw, so I ended up just drawing like random things, and yeah, it's like really random, but these drawings were just kind of me like letting off steam and just breaking in this sketchbook pretty much. And there's some more doodles that I did with some Posca markers, and same thing over here. I have just a little mini comic that I did with Posca markers. It never really went anywhere, but I just did that for fun. And here's some more doodles with Posca markers. We had just got Posca markers at the time. I think I was trying to try them out. I ended up really liking it, so yeah, but this is like my first try at using Posca markers. And the next page is a drawing that I did. I can't remember if it was for Inktober or not, but yeah, I had just got back into drawing, so I was trying to draw animals, and this is what came out of it. He's kind of like a magical being or something. And then these drawings I did using references from Pinterest. And these are some Inktober drawings that I did last year. I think this one was mindless, and I can't remember what this one was, but I ended up making prints of this one, I think, for an art show. And the next page, I have just a drawing that I did on a separate piece of paper that I glued in, and this one on this side I really like because it was like the first time that I ever tried using colored pencils, and the way that they blended really well was like really satisfying to me, so I had a lot of fun, and I really like the way that I did her eyes and the background. So yeah, I wrote some 2020 art goals last year of like what I wanted to keep working on and learning, and then this one was for another Inktober prompt. And these drawings right here, I really like this one. I know I did it in class. I didn't do it in this sketchbook, but I like the colors. And this one right here is one of my favorite drawings. I really like the way that I did this wolf's face, and I really like how I blacked out her hair, and I was just really obsessed with this ink coloring version, like with no color, so I just kept it like that. Next, I have some ugly drawings. This one was a reference from Pinterest. This was me trying to doodle with pen and it not really working out. And then this one was for an Inktober prompt, I believe. And I really like the way that I drew this raven and like this symmetrical composition right here. Next, I have just another doodle that I did on a separate piece of paper. And then right here was another drawing for Inktober, but I didn't really like it. I don't think I finished it just because it wasn't really like something that I was proud of. I don't think I even posted it, but yep. And then I have some post-it notes doodles right here. And then this one is just like an unfinished mermaid, silky girl. I was gonna do like an ocean background, but I kind of just gave up halfway through. I don't know, I think she looks really pretty though. And I really like this page. This was supposed to be like for a new stamp design, but I knew I had to simplify it some more, so I just put that drawing there. And then these are some drawings that I did with a new fountain pen that I got. And then this one is just a slab that I did on one of my live streams on Instagram. And I remember I did another one, but I ended up selling it, and I like this one a lot, so I just decided to keep it. This one is just some doodles from Ratatouille. I was watching the movie at my old job, and I had some color pencils, so I couldn't resist trying to draw them. And then some stuff like from the next page, blid through. But this is like the first OC that I ever drew. His name is Stitches. And then this is just some birds that I drew in color with color pencil using a reference. I really like these drawings right here. I like his head, this guy's wolf head. And I really love the colors that I chose for this drawing, because I feel like this pink and yellow really contrasted well with his skin and his jacket color. So I just really like this like blue and pink yellow spread. And then this is another doodle that I did from reference using Pinterest again. And then this one was just some doodles from real life that I was practicing using brush pen. And then this one right here is this small drawing that I colored with Copic markers, and I really like this shine right here that kind of makes this bowl look a lot more 3D, and I really like the pattern that I did on this bowl. And this I drew after I watched The Shining, because this is like the outfit that she's wearing in there. It's just some doodles of my boyfriend. And on this page I have just another drawing with Copic markers, and I did it on a separate paper, so that's why it's taped there. And this drawing right here, I don't really like her face, but I really like the idea of like this robot girl and this like dead smiley face on her shirt. And these drawings right here, this is just some doodles that I did inspired by Chris Riddell. I really like his fine lining style. And then these are just some doodles of my characters, Stitches and Cherry, and I cut out some, I think this is just like an envelope that I had. I cut it and then I glued it. So this drawing I did with ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen really helped me get different colors easily for like the shading, and yeah, I used just one pen for this whole page right here. These are some drawings that I did on the blob paintings that me and my boyfriend were doing. We did like this challenge where we drew blobs for each other, and then after they dry we had to draw like something on top of it. This is my friend's OC, Zero, and he was telling me about the story that he had in mind for him, and I couldn't really resist drawing it how I saw it in my head. And then these are just some pen doodles that I don't really like. And then right here I was drawing another cloud house that was inspired by Chris Riddell. And then this is another blob painting and some more doodles from another piece of paper. And then this one right here is just a spread of, I was practicing using this Sailor Fude De Mannen pen, and it has this bent nib so you can get these really thick lines, and I used a couple references from Pinterest. So on this page I drew this using a reference, and then I did something different. I ended up trying to do like a stippling shadow effect, and these drawings are just some doodles that I had really not liked when they were pencil, but then after I inked it I ended up liking it, so yeah. And then this page, this was like one of like the beginning processes of another drawing that I finished, but first I drew it in color pencil, hated it, Then I drew it in pencil, still hated it, did it digitally, and then I ended up liking it in the end. But these are like the 2 rough drafts. And then these are just some doodles of some zombies. And then here I have some doodles that I did when I was like 16 or something. I found them in my old sketchbook, and it was kind of falling apart, so I just decided to cut them out and put them in here. So here we have some of my favorite drawings. I did these a little while ago, and they're just a couple drawings that I did based on experiences that I've had in my own life. So I don't know, they're pretty like personal to me, and I don't really draw that much like based on my memory, so I think they turned out pretty cool. And then I did some sketches for some characters from my graphic novel. I'm sure if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of my progress on that project. But here is one of the drawings that I did for my Draw This in Your Style challenge this year. And yeah, I thought it was pretty simple enough to use it for the challenge, so lots of people did it. I was really happy. And then this page, I didn't really finish this side because this was my first attempt at using gouache, and I couldn't tell how I felt about it, so I just kind of stopped there. But I drew this girl. I want to draw her again because I really like her outfit, but yeah, I never finished these 2. This is just some more doodles. This one I used gouache again, and then I was like really surprised by how opaque the gouache came out on her hat, so I ended up using gouache more after this drawing. Here are some Avatar: The Last Airbenders doodles while I was watching the show. This one's Momo. This is some guy that's in like Jet's like little group of, I don't know, outcasts, I guess. And then this is Sokka. This is Aang's like master or something, I forget. And then there's more doodles with my pens. Here's some more doodles using the Fude De Mannen pen, this one. And then these drawings are just some more drawings of my characters. Her name is Lyra, if you don't know already, but she's one of the main characters in my graphic novel. And then this is just more doodles. And then this is also some more doodles of one of my characters. And then right here I just drew this building using a reference from Pinterest because I'm trying to practice doing backgrounds more. And then I did another practice for backgrounds using my 2 characters, Lyra and Juniper, and then I drew them like in this kind of, I guess, market street. But yeah, she's kind of pulling her through the street, and there's like weird characters and shops on the side. And these were like the first drawings of my characters. There's Lyra, Juniper, Enzo. I couldn't decide on their names for the longest time, but people on Instagram helped me. And then these are some more blob paintings that me and my boyfriend did. And then I cut them out and I glued them in my sketchbook just so I could keep kind of like as a memento when we did that. And here's more blob drawings. So for this page, I was just practicing drawing my own characters and different expressions that they have. And then right here on this side, I was practicing drawing some monsters that could possibly be in the story. And on this side, I did just some doodles with a Tombow brush pen, and then I colored them with the multicolor ballpoint pen that I have. So this spread was inspired by a capsule hotel. I saw some pictures of it, and then I really wanted to draw my own version, just because I'm practicing backgrounds more. So I did my best doing some more detail work and trying to show like a story in an illustration. And this drawing right here is inspired by my boyfriend's character. He drew this digitally, so I wanted to try doing it my own way, and I think it turned out really cute. He drew it from the side profile, so I drew it from the front, and we have very different styles, but I think he looks really cool in my style. And then this drawing is just a little doodle that I did. I was trying to practice drawing my bathroom, and I ended up drawing like a little comic panel inside. And last but not least, I drew this drawing of 11 that I ended up coloring digitally. So this is on my Instagram. It's colored, but obviously this is what it looked like before that. And yeah, so that is the end of my sketchbook. This is just last page, and on the back I just have like a sticker and some swatches. But yeah, that's the very end of it. I can't believe you guys have sat through the whole thing, and I seriously appreciate you guys watching this video. And yeah, I hope you guys got some inspiration from it, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye!